Welcome back, baseball fans, to the 1976 7, 8, 9 Fall League Carryover League. And we have a 4-game series between the Arizona Diamondbacks and the St. Louis Cardinals. Both teams are doing pretty well this year. Overall, Arizona finds himself 10-5. And the Cardinals are 9-6. Everybody in that division is doing pretty well except for the Cubs, as you can see here. In this series, that's the first 2 games were in Arizona. The team split those. And in St. Louis, for Game 3, it was the Cardinals behind Silvio Martinez who won that game. So the Cardinals are trying to take 3 out of 4 from Arizona. And Arizona is trying to get a win on the road and settle for a 2-2 series split between the 2 teams. And we have Reggie Cleveland up here pitching for Arizona, and Lynn McLaughlin will pitch for the Cardinals. A couple of righties. Let's just get started. Steve Braun leads things off, the base hit. B. Steeler at the top of the lineup because of his good on-base percentage. Ted Simmons is a zero arm, but they generally don't steal bases, Arizona. He has some great sticks in this team. Bruce Boisclair, 36, is a walk. 2 on for the ridiculous Roger Freed. Ridiculous Roger Freed bounces a short. Well, we'll show his card at some point during this game. I don't want to do it right now, though, since he's going to get out. Templeton's a 2E36. That's a double play ball. Werner will go to third with 2 outs for Darryl Porter, who walks. And with 2 outs, this is Mike Vail. Flies left. All right, Lou Brock, 54. Triple 1-5. Double is a double. Ken Oberkfell, 47's a walk. 2 on for Templetron, 1-8. Base hit to right field. I call him Templetron all the time out of nickname I used a bazillion years ago. It's Templeton. I don't want to sound like I don't know the guy's name. So yeah, it's Gary Templeton, not Templetron. Though I'll be calling him Templetron for the rest of this game and the rest of the season, just to warn you. Okay, so we have the bases loaded here, and it's Reggie Smith, 58. Sac fly to right. First and second for McBride, 56. That's a base hit off of Cleveland. Oberkfell, or Oberkfell. If you want to mispronounce his name, you can call him Oberkfell. Ken Oberkfell is a 1-14 runner against Boisclair. You know what? They're going to hold him at third because they don't want to run out of this inning. This could be a killer inning for this team. Everybody hits well in the Cardinals. So the base is loaded, 1 out. It's Ted Simmons. Fly ball right be question mark. So now for Oberkfell, we give him 2 more. 14 plus 2 is 16. But you got Ellis Valentine with a -5 arm, so he's not going to run there either. So being held up and doesn't tag up. Now with 2 outs and the base is loaded, it's Joe Lee, 5'10", and he Ks. So that bit of conservatism may have cost the Cardinals a run. 1-0. Ellis Valentine, 1-6. Homer 1. Let's look at Ellis Valentine's card. Oh my goodness. Look what he destroys lefties. In this particular instance, Homer 1 double, he gets the double. Darryl Thomas, 4'10", center X. Center field, McBride's a 2E10, and he makes the grab. Squires, 5'10", Homer 1-7, double is a double. That's an RBI. Runner at second, 1 out for Mian. He lines out. 2 outs for the Brawner. Steve Braun, 1-4, lines out. All right, bottom of 2. Keith Hernandez. Is he going to get to first base? Flies to right. No, Lane, he's not. Kenny Reitz, 5'10", strikes out. And with 2 outs, it's Louis Brock. This guy's a center. 1-1 in the third. Boisclair, 64, walks. Roger Freed, 45, center. Darryl Porter, 211, third. And with 2 outs, Mike Vail. This guy's the right. All right, bottom of the third. Oberkfell, 38, base hit. Templeton, 33, pops the second. Reggie Smith flies to right. And the Bakester, Bake McBride with a base hit in the center. Let's take a look at Bake McBride's card. My goodness. 3/35, 1976, Bake McBride with a base hit here. 2 on, 2 outs. It's Simba. Ted Simmons rolls to the pitcher. All right, we got a 1-1 tie. Teams are getting guys on. They're not bringing them home. Tito Valentine, K's. Daryl Thomas, 1-8. Flies out of the 9. Mike Squires, center. Bottom of 4. Joe Liss, or Lee, depending. Walk. Hernandez, 310. Flies to right. Kenny Reitz, one of the best fielding third basemen of his era, 39. Let's know a 5-4-3 double play. All right, 5th inning. Felix Mian. Felix, you're not putting me on as he grounds us short. Steve Braun. 58. Double 1-19. Runner at second for Boyce Clare. 2-7. 1-18 is a single. Runners on the corners. They're going to bring it up for Roger Freed. 3rd time up. 37. It's time to take a peek here. A long look at Roger frickin' Freed. Arguably the greatest Strat-O-Matic card, hitting card of this era. Unreal. Probably shouldn't have made the card. Probably shouldn't have a card like this in the league. So, what do? You may ask. How do I prevent Roger Freed from going to the Hall of Fame? Well, I have the Roger Freed rules. Roger Freed rules means he leaves the game after 3 plate appearances. Roger Freed rule number 2 is he cannot be the DH. So he has to play first where he's a 4-25, or he has to play right field where he's a 4-16. But in this particular instance, he rolls 3-7, he triples, that'll score 2 runs, and there's a runner on third. Oh, wait a minute. It looks like he's limping. Oh, he's got a tight hamstring, and Freed will have to leave the game. Oh, that's terrible. He hurt himself rounding second, and the new outfielder to come in for him will be Larry Herndon. So Herndon will go in for Freed in a 2-1 game in the 5th inning, and the batter's Darryl Porter. Darryl Porter, 2-9, Darryl Porter. Let's take a look at this guy's card. There's nothing illegitimate about this. This dude, probably one of the greatest on-base power catcher can throw cards ever. Darryl Porter walked 121 times, had 23 doubles, 10 triples, 20 homers, and a .291 batting average with Kansas City in '79. Arguably one of the best seasons I've ever seen out of a catcher who didn't hit 300. And that's homer 1 of 4 double, and that will give the Diamondbacks another lead, another run, and increase their lead. And so Herndon scores, and Porter's at second with 1 out. Mike Vail, 63, bounces to first. This is Hernandez, makes the play. Runner goes to third with 2 outs. Ellis Valentine pops out second. All right, 4-1 game. St. Louis. Lou Brock, 36. Base. Oh, single 1 of 16, and he misses it. Oberkfell, second. Templeton walks. 2 on for Reggie Smith, second. 4-1 in the 6th. Darryl Thomas, 34, first. Squires, 1-5, center. Felix Mian, 35, single. And Braun, 63, bounces back to pitcher. McLaughlin's an E0. E0 pitchers at home. I don't roll the dice. It's an automatic A. Double play, out, whatever you want to call it. So, whereas an E0 pitcher, if you roll a dice and you roll a 1 or 2, you can get a single. If you roll a 3, you can get ground ball C. One of my home field advantages, if you're an E0 pitcher, automatic double play. If there's a guy on first, of course. I kind of do. I mean, I kind of tweak home field advantage in a lot of different places in small spots. For instance, holding runners on, I add an extra 5% for the home team. just to do it. Just to give a home team some feeling of home field advantage when this era of the game doesn't set up for it naturally through the rules that Strat-O-Matic created. I like it. I like doing this. I increased my home team's winning percentage. I think I may have played easily over 1,000 games with no home field advantage and noticed that the road team was winning more than 50% of the games, which is another discussion altogether. In any event, I digress. Let's get back to the game here. 4-1 in the bottom of the 6th inning. Here's Big McBride. Bakester, 58, flies are right. Simba, 47's a walk. Joe Lee, 64, catcher's card. Darrell Porter's a 2-6. Wild pitch. And with 2 outs, runner at second for Hernandez, and he bounces to short. And this is Darryl Thomas, who's not really a shortstop, but he makes the play. All right, Liv McLaughlin, 4-1 game. He had a rough 5th inning. That's been about it. He's a starter 7, and it's go time. In here in the 7th, Bruce Boisclair, 45, left. All right, here's Larry Herndon, the fill-in for Freed. 2-8, lines to second. And Darrell Porter again. 47 walks. Mike Vail, 2-11, pitcher A. Okay, so they're thinking about defensive changes. The only one to make would be at shortstop. Vail will leave the game, and Chris Spire will play shortstop for him. And Darryl Thomas will go into who's in? Okay, so go into center. Yeah, he'll go into left for Boisclair. Boisclair goes to DH, and Herndon, who was in left, will go to center. That's how they play movable chairs, ring around the rosy, and all that sort of thing. 4-1, 7th inning stretch in St. Louis. We've been listening to Alan Toussaint, Sweet Touch of Love record from '71. Great record. Bottom 7, Reggie Cleveland, starter 7. If he puts 3 guys on, he'll break, we'll probably yank him. But here's Kenny Reitz, 45, skies the center. Lou Brock, 39, rolls first. Oberkfell pops the second. We go to the 8th inning. McLaughlin. Now we're going to hook him. Take him out. And coming in and trotting out of the St. Louis bullpen, let's take a look at his card. Here is Marcellus Wallace. Marcellus will come on in the 8th. And it'll be Tito Valentine. 1-6 Tito Valentine. We saw the card earlier. Flash it again anyway. That's a solo shot. My goodness. And right now, Marcellus Wallace is feeling far from okay. Darryl Thomas, 39. Base hit. Mike Squires will hit and run. Moves the runner to second. Felix, are you putting me on? 1-6. No, they're not. He grounds a third. And with 2 outs, it'll be Braun. 69 is a walk. And Boisclair will lead with 2 outs for a pinch hitter. With 2 on, it'll be Fran Healy. And with that, Marcellus will leave after just 2/3 of an inning. And the Cardinals will bring Aurelio Lopez in, try and get the final out here. Red Shandings takes the ball from Marcellus as he greets him on the mound. Marcellus said, "Are we even now?" So in the 8th inning, Aurelio Lopez against Fran Healy with 2 on and 2 outs. 2-5 to bounce it to short. All right, 5-1 game now. Reggie Cleveland in the, you know what? They're going to hook him as well. They're going to go to Manny Sarmiento in the 8th in a 5-1 game. This is mostly just to give some guys some work. It's not like the heat of a pennant race or anything. Kind of want to get all the participation as we can. So Gary Templeton strikes out to lead off the 8th. Reggie Smith walks. Big McBride. 49, single one at 13, lines out on a 16. And Simba, Ted Simmons, 310, flies all right. All right, 9th inning, Herndon. 610, bounces to short, misses Templeton, makes the play. And it would appear that, you know, right here, in that third and final at bat for the dangerous Roger Freed, that was the turning point of the game. So, there you go. That's why we need Roger Freed rules, so he doesn't completely obliterate the game in the later innings. So, Herndon's out, and Daryl Porter's the batter. 45 rolls a second, and Chris Spire, who's in Mike Vale's spot, bounces to short. Arizona uses their entire bench in this game, and it's 5-1. And we'll go to the bottom of the 9th, and at least Armino in there. And for the Cardinals, it'll be Joe Lee in the 9th, down 4. 38 is a K. Hernandez, 56 is a K. And with 2 outs, it's Kenny Reitz, 58 is a sky to center field, and Manny Sarmiento makes quick work of the Cardinals in the latter 2 innings. Not a save though, but because they had a 4-run lead. But that's your ball game. It's 5-1, and the 2 teams split 4 games, which means neither team will suffer any damage. Both are doing pretty well. Good to see Arizona finally start to take control over that division. A walk of 3 Ks for this guy. Cleveland gets the win. He was pretty good. Gave up 5 hits. That run in the first. 4 walks, 2 strikeouts. Aurelio Lopez got 4 outs. Wallace was a little shaky. 2 hits, a run, and a walk. And McLaughlin will take the loss, giving up 8 hits, 4 runs. Yep. He suffered the Roger Freed stigma there. So 1009 or 109, 510, 15. 5-1, 5-5, 5-5, 5-1. And there you have it. That was game number 4. Let's see how these 2 teams are doing year to date. At roughly the middle point here of the Fall League, which wraps up in December. If you're wondering why I'm already to the middle point, it's because I played some of the Fall League last winter and early spring and a little bit during the All-Star break just to get ahead of it. So that was game 4. And there you have it. It's Arizona is 11-5 now. They're hitting .261 with a team ERA of 3.00. That's great for an expansion team. Usually pitching is hard to come by. Cardinals hitting .281 with a team ERA of 3.60. Let's take a look at Roger Freed a little bit more closely, what he's done thus far. So, he's 25 for 63. He's hitting .397. Roger Freed at .398. So, in this sample size, he's 25 for 63. He's hitting .397. He's got 3 homers and 14 RBIs. So he is wrecking. He's wrecking it. So that's why we need Roger Freed rules. We can't let him, you know, get 5 at-bats a game. Already, let's see, because he plays against lefties and righties. Vale has more at-bats. Valentine has more at-bats. So it'll be something to monitor as the season goes, making sure that the Freed rules are not violated. And he continues to be used in a as minimally as possible, as to not skew the reality that he was really just a pinch hitter that year. So there you go. That's the series between the Cardinals and the Arizona Diamondbacks. I hope you're enjoying this era, and we'll catch you again soon.